In 2024, Bandai released an Ichiban Kuji set called Dragon Ball Fantastic Adventure, and it's safe to say that this release was unexpected. As Dragon Ball collectors, we've become used to mass release figures within Ichiban Kuji, or at the very least, high quality prize figures within. To get a set with just 3 figures within it was disappointing in its own right. While I was sour on Fantastic Adventure initially, I have softened quite a bit on it nowadays, putting good use to it in my shelves. But today, we're tackling the unexpected sequel set, Fantastic Adventure 2. This set has even fewer figures in it, but does it address some of the issues I had with the figures from the first set to come out to be something that's actually fun to collect? Let's dive in and find out. Before we get into the figures, let's talk about how you can actually get your hands on sets just like this. A huge thank you to Jump Ichiban for sponsoring today's video. If you aren't familiar, Jump Ichiban is a premium import service dedicated to bringing exclusive Japanese anime collectibles right to your doorstep. Fantastic Adventure 2, Dragon Ball 40th Anniversary, and even Omnibus Cross are Ichiban Kuji sets you can't normally get unless you're in Japan. Jump Ichiban is the most trusted, reliable, and fast service to get all of these items and more without the usual import headaches. Plus, the highly anticipated new Chronicle of Goku set just released on their website. You can get all of this months in advance, straight out of Japan, today. Use discount code MatchesPeaches10 for 10% off your first order of 2 or more items, or MatchesPeaches5 for 5% off unlimited orders at any quantity. For anyone who might be new to the hobby, Ichiban Kuji is essentially a premium pop culture lottery system run by Bandai over in Japan. You buy a blind ticket, peel it open, and you're guaranteed to win a prize. The lower tiers are usually smaller items like towels, clear files, or rubber charms, but the top tiers are where the magic happens, rewarding you with exclusive, high-quality figures. There's also a highly coveted Last One prize, which is an exclusive figure given to whoever buys the very last ticket in the box to clear it out. Fantastic Adventure was seemingly a one-off Kuji set focused on OG Dragon Ball for the series anniversary back in 2024. It turns out that this was not the case, as Bandai made a sequel set, the one we're talking about today. I'm assuming the first set was successful enough to drive this series forward, which, judging by the market prices of the original set, makes a lot of sense. While collectors in the East fell in love with Fantastic Adventure, here in the West it was highly polarizing due to the size, quality, and general lack of widespread love for OG Dragon Ball compared to Z, much to my dismay. Today's set brings us even more OG Dragon Ball love. This time, the focus is on Goku and Krillin during their Tenkaichi Budokai training, and Goku and Chi-Chi when they first met. I love the choices in characters and design, so absolutely no complaints from me there. It definitely beats Bulma as a makeup mirror. There are additional prizes in this set, notably Prize B and E, which feature high-quality tea sets. The Prize B teapot is designed after Gohan's first outfit in the series, while the teacups and plates feature Android 18, Chi-Chi, the Dragon Radar, and the Capsule Corp logo. These are wonderful pieces that look great as kitchen decor. I'm not sure if I'll actually use them, but I'm a fan of these high quality cups and pots from Bandai and hope they do more crazy things with them. There are some other cool items too, like a tote bag that we use for casual shopping, an acrylic calendar with Bulma that sits on my desk, you can even move her around to change the month, some drawstring pouches I use for work travel, and the standard stickers and rubber assortments that my wife stole from me due to her lunch obsession. Now, I can't outright confirm this since sculptors are incredibly secretive about their work nowadays, but the best way to determine their involvement is if they repost their figures on their socials. Joe is the only notable sculptor who reposted Prize A and the Last One prize of this set, so I'm gonna take a solid guess that he's the mastermind behind our figures today. Okay, let's stop yapping about the background and start talking about the figures. Goku and Krillin are based on their milk delivery training from chapter 32 of Dragon Ball. There definitely were some creative liberties taken with their placements, but I'm pretty positive it's based directly on this specific manga panel. The figures come on a completely hollow base, but the base itself is actually pretty well detailed. I love how they sculpted individual strands of grass. It's way better than something like the Snap Collection 2 Gohan that I reviewed last year, for example. There are little stones poking out and a nice use of subtle shading on the grass and gravel to make it pop. They also made it so Goku and Krillin are slightly floating to emulate them sprinting, which is a fantastic touch. The milk delivery boxes are lovely. They're cleanly put together and you can see each individual milk bottle inside. Even better, each bottle is full of milk in Goku's box, but in Krillin's, you can see that most are empty. That is an amazing attention to detail. My only gripe is that my Krillin came with a minor QC issue, a black paint smear right on the lettering of his box. Maybe I can annoy my buddy John's hobby room to fix it for me, or not. We'll see. Goku and Krillin look great. I love their anxious, teeth-gritting expressions. The line work around their eyes beautifully matches Toriyama's artwork, and the sculpted sweat marks really drive home their level of effort. Their turtle shells have brushstroke texturing and deep shading. Unfortunately, there isn't any shading elsewhere on these two, which is a strange Bandai choice. The sculpts are nice, featuring layered clothing and manga-accurate hair, but they still have that deviating line across Goku's bangs that I hate seeing. I really want Bandai to address that in future releases. The entire piece is just under 5 inches tall. It's not the biggest Kuji figure, but since they are kids here, the height isn't horrible. This scale works best as an accent piece on a Dragon Ball shelf. This piece is a huge improvement over the last set. The quality is higher, the scene is more interesting, and it's been so long since the S-Culture's Goku came out. So this would be a great example of a replacement for that figure. They aren't the best of the best, but they are worth grabbing at a discount. I'm giving Goku and Krillin an A-tier rating. It might be surprising that we're already talking about the last one prize, but with only 2 figures in the set, it makes for a less interesting lineup. I love Ichiban Kuji's recent focus on releasing these two together. It's always nice to see their romance shine in my collection. This figure is based on the panel from Chapter 12 of Dragon Ball, shortly after they meet and ride Kinto-un together. I think I prefer this figure over Goku and Krillin, not gonna lie. Holding this, you feel a lot more weight, likely because the base is filled instead of hollow. Oddly enough though, Bandai intends collectors to use the crater in the bottom center to hold things like paper clips. Sorry Bandai, but my figures are treated with a lot more respect than that. They aren't office supplies. The base lacks shading, but Kinto-un does make up for it with mixes of yellows and orange. I don't love that clear deviating horizontal line across Kinto-un, but I do love how the clouds hang off the mountain pillars. The piece creates a cool illusion of perspective, raising them high above the mountain. Goku and Chi-Chi are crafted beautifully. Goku's windblown hair breaks the norm of his standard look, adding so much life and energy to the figure. His expression is clean, capturing Toriyama's style perfectly. Chi-Chi is adorable with her goofy, surprised expression as she hangs on for dear life. Her hair is super detailed, and it's hilarious seeing her tiny feet dangling off the back. This piece is also notably taller than Prize A, sitting at about 7 inches. Technically, the scaling is smaller than Prize A, but again, this works beautifully as an accent piece. I really love this piece. It has solid quality for a Kuji and works great on the shelves. This gets another A-tier rating. But it's time to talk about the market, which is a major bummer for an otherwise decent set. Let's take a look at the market price for these guys using our new automated pricing tracking tool called the Ichiban Kuji Scouter that you can find on our Discord server. Shameless plug, join our Discord server via the link in my link tree in the bio. You can use cool tools like this Scouter tracker tool. It's pretty awesome. MSRP for Goku and Krillin's Ichibancho is $75. It's about $40 on the Japanese market and roughly $75 on eBay. Goku and Chi-Chi also retail for $75, but sit at $90 before importing fees out of Japan, or a staggering $180 on eBay. While I genuinely like these figures, these prices are higher than most modern Masterpiece releases. I truly feel these shouldn't be priced at more than $35 to $50 USD, whether at retail or after importing fees. While I really like both of the figures in this set and feel like Fantastic Adventure 2 is a major upgrade from the previous set, I just feel like these market prices are not right. Due to the West's lack of enthusiasm for OG Dragon Ball in current day, and the East's over-enthusiasm for OG Dragon Ball, I don't think the market prices for these are ever going to shift in our favor. If you can find a deal for these and really enjoy them as accenting pieces, I would say go for it, but do not pay the overinflated prices that you see today. Even though I love this set, because it has a lack of figures and the quality is generally lower than the typical Ichiban Kuji set, and of course the aftermarket prices are insane, it lands at a C tier rating for me. I really don't think most collectors are going to be scrambling to grab these unless it's really convenient. But that's all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed today's video, please subscribe to the channel, like the video on your way out, and of course, comment your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you want to join our growing community of Dragon Ball collectors, go into my link tree, join our Discord server, and start showing off your collection while leveraging our awesome tools. And don't forget, we do have a monthly giveaway going on right now for YouTube members. All you have to do is become a member, and the higher the tier that you select, the more chances to win more prizes within our prize pool. But I think that's all I got for you guys today, so until the next video, I'll see you all later.